Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thunder Ducky. This is going to be another Tom MacDonald reaction. I got a whole list from a Sherry, and I got the list of songs that she wants me to check out here. At the time this is going up, I've probably looked at them all, and yeah, should be a reaction, hopefully one every day. And yeah, I don't know anything other than this is Tom MacDonald, and it's called Sheeple, so... You know, sheep, people, obviously people just being drones, and as you can see by the robots here. So that's what I'm expecting and anticipating. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like me doing these, make sure you are posting in the comments songs you want me to check out, Tom MacDonald or anything else. Make sure you're liking the video and, of course, subscribing. And thank you, everybody who has subscribed based off of the Tom MacDonald stuff that I have done. Almost shot from 500 to 600 in a couple of days. It's ridiculous how much love you guys are giving to me for checking out Tom MacDonald. Now, a little bit of history, and it's going to be very brief. I'm not a big fan of rap, never have been. My brother has listened to Tom MacDonald for years at this point. And the only time I ever listened to Tom MacDonald is whenever my brother would play his CDs in the car when we were going to like Walmart or going to grocery stores, you know, that kind of thing. And every now and then he'd play him through the audio of his Xbox while he was grinding away on his Destiny 2, as my brother does. So my exposure to him wasn't necessarily great other than those circumstances. And then, of course, the events that happened on July 13th with the attempted assassination of one President Donald Trump kind of propelled me into his fan base and made me a fan of him myself. Because really, he's the only one who had the balls, unless you guys have... anybody else you want me to check out that did a song drop for the attempted assassination. So I've drawn on long enough. Let's pop into Sheeple.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis. Controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control other political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, thief on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order they let die. Play with people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system. Change the pronouns, if gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information.
Speaking of black celebrities with millions, I tried watching Leave, what is it called? Leave the World? Whatever that Barack Obama, Michelle Obama movie for Netflix was that came out a year or so ago at this point. Tried watching that. I think I fell asleep a little over halfway through. Woke up with like 20 minutes of it left. It was such a boringly dumb movie. Yeah, I couldn't stay awake through a good chunk of it. So yeah, there's plenty of people, you know, the black people come out and they're like, oh, we're this and we're that, and we don't have all the stuff that you guys have yet. They're the ones that everybody is loving on at the current time, and it's fun to hate on the white person currently. So, yeah.
And only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems. Hollywood been rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout, and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you're a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree it's free speech, disagree it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but that can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been politicized, it's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which...
Yeah, y'all see that now? I guess there's some historian or whatever that's trying to come out and say that Abraham Lincoln was a closeted gay. Like, even they're trying to destroy everybody, even the person who's responsible for ending slavery. I mean, it's ridiculous to how low of a bar they're willing to go. It's disrespectful to our history and the heroes that set up the foundation of this country.
You believe, but you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle, addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful, then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free.
How on point is that these days?
No peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell, 1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school.
Yeah, I love it whenever cops do that. They're like, or you know, like someone says that even in a movie or a show, and they're playing as a police officer or a fed or whatever the case may be, and then they're like, "Oh, can we search?" And it's like, "Nah." Like, well, if you ain't got nothing to hide, you ain't got nothing to worry about. It's like, okay, well, you got a whole fucking database of shit that I'd like access to that you're never going to let me see. Why don't you roll open the gates to Area 51, let some people run in there Naruto style and check some shit out. I mean, it's ridiculous how it's rules for thee but not for me. Or, you know what I mean by that. And yeah, the whole point is to keep us dumbed down. And then he kind of touched on it about the politics in entertainment nowadays, where they're trying to spew this shit towards us. And a lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that it's a majority in video games, which is why I will talk about politics in video games. And I know a lot of people don't like talking politics, let alone politics in video games, but we're not the ones putting it in there. They are.
Because they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't be free. Can't have no peace till we're on the same team. But y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? My sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
Nova's his girlfriend, right? Girlfriend or wife? Yeah, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. As far as the ones I've heard so far, not my favorite. I like the message, but so far it's not like a top tier. But it was still good. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the one thing they want us to be. They want us to be sheeple. They want to be able to control us. They want to be the wolves. And what we have to be is wolves in sheep clothing. You know, there's never been a time where a people hasn't had to fight their government at some point. We saw that with the American Revolution, the French Revolution, fuck the Bolsheviks, and I forgot the name of the group they were fighting. But it's a common theme, and I think right now a lot of people are looking for control, especially people up in the bigger branches of government. You can see that especially in places like California, where they're trying to control absolutely everything about your life, including the fact that they just passed or are passing a law to where if your son goes into school and says, I want to be a girl, they don't have to tell the parents, and then they can give them the medication to start the transition. Like, it's ridiculous what they're doing these days to demonstrate that the government's wanting to be in full control while we have next to none, if we have any to begin with. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Again, if you got any songs you want me to check out, make sure you post them below. I do have a list, or I showed a list of songs that Sherry wanted me to check out. So, if you have any others that's not on that list for me to check out, post them down in the comments below. And again, it doesn't have to be Tom MacDonald. It can be something else. Or it could be someone's podcast or a video or something you'd like me to check out. And then also I do a majority of my gaming stuff. Stream-wise, did a poll as of last night from the recording of this, and people wanted Assassin's Creed, so I'll be live later on tonight with Assassin's Creed, and I will catch you guys later. But again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll check you all later.